Another thing that it is, the world is hurting. It's hurting. Everyone is hurting in some type of way until you have learned to repair it. And all of us are not exactly there, but we're striving, and we're not striving, but we're getting there. You see what I'm saying? And people need healing. Everybody needs healing. We need to learn ourselves, learn who we are. And that's what the feminine, what does mama do? What does mama do when you first come here? She looks at you, she loves you, you know she loves you. What does mama do before you even come out of the Stargate? Mama should talk to you. She should read to you. She should sing to you. She should hold you. You see what I'm saying? I always did those things for the souls that was in my womb. I always sang to them and talked to them. I can't say every single time I was in the best state of mind, you know, because you live and you learn and you grow. And there's a lot of other souls that didn't know what to teach you. So you do the best you can. But you should communicate with that soul that you're bringing here. you know and that's what mama does. So when you come out, she's looking at you, she's proud of you, she's happy, she's crying because she just brought you here to this world, and she's loving all on you. She don't want nobody to touch you. She's and loving you and holding you on them breasts, and she's rocking you, and she's talking to you, and she's holding you, and you just feel love. You feel so much love, you know and then you start to grow a little bit as time go along, and mama feeds you. She's really supposed to nurture you from her breast, and she's feeding you, and she's loving you, and she's teaching you, and she's playing with you. She has to keep you from hurting yourself, and then you get a little bit bigger, and then you learn how to crawl, and then mama has to watch you. She has to pay attention. Mama has to. That's how you know. Okay, let's stick with it, and then we'll go there. Mama does everything. She teaches you how to walk, talk, sit up, how to breathe properly. She molds shapes your head so you won't look funny. She cleanses you. She dresses you. You know what I mean? She bathes you. Mama does everything. Let's not negate daddy though, because daddy is there to do his job as well. Sometimes dads have to do those things too, and they partake in the bathing of you, the teaching you, the reading to you, the talking to you, the protecting you. So we're not negating the man. We're not negating males at all. They're very, very, very needed for that balance. And I feel like that's why in my life and a lot of other people's life, the balance is off because one principle was not there. It was missing. You know what I mean? But let's be real. Mothers hold it down. They hold it down regardless if anybody's there or not. You pick up the reins and you get it done. You do the best you can. Excuse me. And mother's there to love you. She's there to nurture you. And that's just how it is today. Mother's here to love us, to nurture us, to teach us, to heal us, to love us. Love us back to the state that we should be in the first place. You know. Then we start to get older. And we want to rebel against mama. And mama's still there trying to keep us from going in that hole. But we steady trying to go in that hole. And you cannot allow yourself to get so emotional. See, they don't really want me talking about this too much. They don't want me expound too much. You see, I'm coughing, 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 coughing. So what I will say is this. Just think about it like mama. Mama's there to help you. Even when you get older, mama is still like an advisor. Let me kind of explain the role the way the ladies explained it to me. This is what I call ladies of the universe, queens. Let me explain it to you. Because in the movie Transformers now, they're introducing the feminine principle as Quintessa, if I'm not mistaken. You see what I'm saying? They know. They know. Okay? Why you think they causing mass confusion? But let's talk about the roles of the female and the male. The woman, let me tread very, very carefully here. The woman is the lawmaker, for lack of better terms, okay? She is, let's see, she is the head. What can you say? The woman is the rule maker, the lawmaker, okay? We're using this as a lack of better terms, you guys, for understanding. The man is the enforcer of those laws. He is the enforcer. He's the muscle. You understand where I'm coming from? Both are very important, okay? You can't have one without the other. Because that's when you have unbalance and chaos, as we see today, because they're only operating in the male principle, the father, that fag stuff. But we're going to leave it alone. They're only operating in that principle, and they have negated the mother. They've taken the mother out, and you can't do that. The Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Really? You already done screwed up right there. Because you can't take one away from the other. It's yin and yang. It won't work, as we see today. The woman lays the law down. The man enforces the law. Case in point. You disrespect mama, and what happens? Daddy come in and kick your ass. Alright? You act a fool, I'm gonna tell your daddy. But, to be honest, not negating the man now, you start to realize who is really running the show. I'm not saying one is more important than the other, you guys, so take your emotions out of it. But you start to realize who's really running the show. And after a while, it's like, I'm going to call your mom. Let the teacher say that. I'm going to call your mom. You're like, no, don't call her. She's crazy. No. you know what I mean? And it's not that the woman has placed fear in the child, but the child has the fear of God, for lack of better terms, that respect for its mother. Okay, whether it's a female or male, you have respect for mama. It's just like mama come in that classroom, you in there cutting up. I'm like, whose mama is that? You like, you busted. There's nothing you can do. And mama's so loving. If she's balanced, she ain't gonna even act the fool. She just gonna look at you like, You gonna get in that car, and then mama gonna be driving, and whether you sit on the bus or whatever, or she waits till she get home, and she get to talking to you real lightly, but real stern. And you feel like a heel. You feel low. It's like, you're being so nice about it too. Goodness, are you serious? Mama's love. And I'm not talking about, I'm going to beat your ass if you don't do something. That's not a good thing. And we have been programmed to do those things. Okay? So we can't blame that on the woman. That is what happened to the black man and the black woman during the times of slavery, which wasn't that long ago. They want us to think it was eons and eons ago. It was just in the 1800s and stuff like that. Are you serious? It wasn't that long ago. It took them some time to get all over the world. It started in I think the 1500s or something like that. But anyhow, we have to take our emotions out of it. You can't understand something if you're emotionally compromised. And the black man and the black woman has been emotionally 9/11. The black man and the black woman has been emotionally compromised. And you cannot allow your feelings and your emotions to get involved. You just can't. You can't. You can't. Okay? So look at this in a different aspect. Like dad, like father, the male principle. You look to the male principle for structure and guidance, and support. And that's what the male should provide. There should be a balance. There should not be one over the other. because you're gonna have a problem. And even when we were ruling, when black women was ruling, we never negated y'all. Y'all was always there. Y'all always had a spot. Y'all always sat right beside us. What happened when we came along? I mean, when y'all started ruling, mess. Okay, so because men think differently. They think differently than we do. They think a little slower than we do. We think with both sides if you healthy. But, they can learn to do that too. Don't get me wrong. But if we're talking about right now in this time, in this age where everybody is, we think faster than them. That's why they get mad at us. And they say we sneaky. But look at the cat. If you want to understand the feminine principle, look at the meow. I love cats so much. I love the meows, you guys. I don't care if they're big cats or the little bitty cats. I love the meows. If you want to understand the feminine principle, look at the meow. Meow, sneaky. Meow is manipulative. Another good movie to watch. It's like a children's movie, Small Soldiers. And it talks about the docileness of the brown cat-like, and the Gorgonites, and then you got the enemy, the devil, which is the white counterparts that wants to kill the Gorgonites. Okay, with that crew cut. Okay, so if you want to understand, what's going on between the black people and Caucasian people, watch Small Soldiers. It's a simple movie, but like, why would you tell us to watch something like that? Because knowledge is power, and a lot of times they put that stuff in children's movies and books because they know your dumb ass ain't gonna go look for it. You're gonna sit right there with your kids and be entertained like, wow, that's it. But look at the meow. The meow, manipulative. Meow. Especially after he doesn't know he's messed up. He go in there and wrap his tail around you, trying to manipulate you. It works a lot of times. People get all soft and warm. Oh, meow. I love cats. I'm a cat woman. I love cats. And I really started to understand the feminine principle too. Watching my two cats, because I had two female cats. And as soon as this house is finished, I'm going to get some more. One ran away and one I had to get rid of. But the meows are manipulative, so you're going to call them sneaky and wrong because that's their nature. I'm not going to say it's the woman's nature to manipulate, but that is an aspect of who she is. And you're not supposed to be manipulating in a bad way now. You're supposed to manipulate for the good, not the bad. 9.5. You're supposed to manipulate for the good, not the bad. And then women are sneaky. Meows are sneaky. You gonna call them wrong because that's their nature? And it really isn't sneakiness. It's wisdom. It's inquisitiveness. You get what I'm saying? What happens to the meow all the time? They nosy. Oh, they nosy. They get themselves involved in some of the craziest. You'd be like, meow, what are you doing? Like, I remember one of my cats. This was clockwork every night. She would run in the garage. Because in the kitchen, we had a door to the garage. She'd run in there. You'd be like, Teffy, what are you doing? And she wouldn't come out. And then she would go up under my car. And I ain't chasing you. You're going to stay in here all night. Then, a couple of hours later, you hear, no, you're going to stay there all night. And she would hold that urine and feed. She wouldn't use a bathroom in that garage now. And early in the morning, looking for her. Sometimes we would even forget she was in there. We'd be like, where's Effie? Basement. Garage. So I forgot about her. You open that door, she shoot out. And then she wants to be petted, and then she go manipulating. She wants love. That's the nature of the feminine. Women are nosy as hell, and y'all men know this. We will get in your house, we will get to snooping around. I'm not saying it's a good thing all the time. Sometimes you do need to snoop. I'm just saying. But you know, we nosy. Mothers are nosy. I was over there visiting my mom yesterday, and I was showing her a picture on Instagram, and she was like, "Who's it?" I said, "Mama, what are you doing?" She trying to scroll, and I'm like, "Mama, what are you doing?" But women are nosy. Y'all know this. Y'all know we nosy. I didn't used to be that nosy when I was drinking, but I am nosy right now. But not, I don't pry. I don't pry in other people's business. But I'm nosy. If something's going on, I'll be like, I'm nosy. I'm just like them cats. They are no. It's the nature. Even the male cats are the same way. The females are worse, but the male cats are the same way. It's the nature. Think about it. Black folks is nosy as I don't know what, ain't we? Nosy. Something happening here, you see some heads sticking all out. Nosy. You start moving in, look at it. We nosy. So don't even sit up there and act like you don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just saying, you guys, we can't. There's so many ways. Look at nature. In nature. Let's just go there, because you can't tell nature nature's lying. You gonna tell nature nature's lying? I don't think so. Excuse me. I drank that too fast. In nature, what is going on in nature? Who's the bigger creature in nature? Because the male lion, the only reason why you think he big and bad is because his mane. But who does all the footwork? I'm waiting. I'm just waiting. If you hear my stomach growling, that's me. Excuse me. Who does every... Let's go even here. If you want to be treacherous and you want to take black women or something else. The black widow spider. She kills her mate after she has sex with him. After he impregnates her, she kills him. Are you serious? But y'all talking about us. The praying mantis. She eats his head off while he is giving her the information to create life. Are you serious? But y'all say something wrong with us. Okay? And I'm going to even go here. Well, before I go there. Look at nature. You see what time it is. It ain't about the male. It is nothing personal. And the males, you don't see no male lying, arguing about it. And the reason why the females work that hard for him is because he's given the information for life. They carry it. So they gonna feed him. They gonna make sure he eat. They want him to sleep all day because we want your ass to be ready when it's time to protect us. And we'll jump in if we have to. We there. We got you. But you better have us. And when he gets to the point to where he lazy and don't want to protect and don't want to do nothing, they will beat his ass. They will hurt him or kill him and find him another man. The whole clan of females. So you gonna tell me something about them and you say black women is wrong and treacherous and this and that and the third. Look at nature. Nature will tell you what to do. Our people studied nature. That's why we could create martial arts. That's why we create medicine and this, that, and the third. Because we studied nature. We studied it. So don't get mad. Look at nature. You gonna tell nature it's a homosexual and it's wrong and that's lesbianism and that's feminism. You gonna tell them with female lines they feminists? I'm just saying, get out of your emotions.